Welcome everyone to KritzKast. It is the first ETF2L pastime cup we have here in Europe. Already a fairly popular game out in the States. And what better time than the 4th of July to bring that over to Europe as well and see what it's all about here. We have on blue, we have the Streets on you on red. If you haven't seen this game out yet, but what better way to explain it than in action? And I am very happy to see how this goes here between these two rosters. As per usual, in TF2, sure, kills are good, but there is a secondary objective, and unlike CTF, unlike Capture the Flag, you have to get the objective to the opponent as well. Picture football, picture Rocket League, of course, as comparison points if you haven't seen this much before. To get the scores, you gotta get the ball in the goal. Very simple it is, but with TF2's mechanics, there's a lot more intricacies you can make happen. The way passing works is very much part of it, and you can already see people flying high. Shima on the top of the goal, can't quite get it down there. The slope not making it happen as we fall down. Steal by the blue team. Solar tries to get something going. He gets the trim up the little slope there and pass up high to H2 in the skybox. Tries to fall down, intercept by the red players, just passes it back to Flares coming up behind him. That's gonna be the first goal of the game. Blue team in the lead. Very nice awareness here. Not insisting all the time to do everything yourself is certainly a very big skill point here as well. Getting early ball possession off the kickoff as well. Very, very important. Solar trying to go high with this one here. Sees what's to pass to with this one. Sees the soldiers on the left, but look at that. Gibbous flying in there, but hits the post. Just barely misses. Or Wiethoofd, sorry, my bad. But the shot is not good there. Gibbous main and Wiethoofd both falling short there. In front of the goal. Solar with the steal there. Tries to charge in deep. Can't get the throw going here. Stopped by Gibbous main. Just has to pass it back. Don't have many teammates alive. Health still matters very much. Can't jump much, can't survive very long in front of the opponent if you don't have much health bar left, but the soldiers getting into position left and right and on top of the goal, threatening every position here, passing it onto the player up high, and they're reacting just a little late to that. As we're going back to 1-1 for the start of this game. Like I said, I hope very much good competition out of these two teams. They are by all means the best this continent at least has to offer for now. We'll see how they square up once the Americans join the competition against them here as well. Later down the line, but for now, big pass onto Solar on the right, gets it all the way in front of the goal, has to pass back one more time. H2 captures it while jumping here. The dribbles coming through, everyone's kind of weak, but the red team gets it into the corner. Corner mechanic, very different as in football. It just defaults back into the middle if you throw it there. Good to just reset out of a messy situation. Even better if you have someone to pass to here. Gibbous main gets control of the ball here. Back to blue. Google looks for a pass, gets to H2 deep into enemy territory, but doesn't have much to do with it, unfortunately. Shima back across the field. Sometimes you just gotta walk the walk, I guess. Oh, but barely taken out the goal. Nice save by Flares. Pass still gets to H2 a little bit slowly there, but the market gun's coming through to get some kills. A couple people down. Red team with some chance, and Solar charges up the wall. Gets it reset here as well, and this is an important part as well. Market gun might be legal and is really good, of course. But every melee weapon is good. You hit someone with the melee, you will just take the ball out of their hands as well. Very important mechanic to keep in mind. So the market gun kill speeds up the process a little bit on actually killing the guy with the ball in hand. But at the bare minimum, even just hitting them in general with a melee, very much important. We'll see how much that might come up later down the line. A couple of kills onto the red players. Shima tries to just go high with this one, maybe set something up, but the pass not very good. Wiethoofd not with good momentum. At least we can convert this into kills, get one going here, and maybe some position out of this one. Pass onto the left. Fragger with the ball in hand. Tries to just set it up high, but not much of any receivers there for that one. Just not quite getting to Wiethoofd. Really weak with the ball in hand in front of the goal. Just tries to reset a little bit, get it to Spawner. Soldier going a little bit high for that ball. Everyone's chasing to get there in time. Big block by the DuMmTm. Gets there in time before it gets to the actual pass recipient. H2 passes to the soldiers in field, and that's gonna be doing it. Really big steal there. Mission begins in 10 seconds. And movement is really the key of the game out here. You gotta be quick, you gotta have all the knowledge on what's available to you for movement options at any given time. And for more niche ones as well, you'll see a lot of the times as well. Caber jumps, a couple of pipe jumps I've seen today as well already. So beyond just Demonite charges, there's a lot of Demonite tech you don't see so much in other game modes. Really coming to fruition here as well. Soldiers, of course, jumping everyone else to do it, but being precise with it is the key difference here. Solar with a deep charge into enemy territory off that slope, but doesn't have the pass quite with him. Lands right behind the goal. Needs way too long from back behind it to actually get back in position to throw it in there. Does not get that luxury. Ooh, attempt at the block mid-air there. Google still gets it. In the end, pass to H2 in front of the goal. H2 going high with it. Has the time to get past that soldier to get a 2-3-1. And Streets 2 up here. 4 rule set, I guess worth mentioning as well. Each map is played in a best of 3 scenario, but each round in that best of 3 is played to 5. So this current round will end once someone gets to 5, and then once someone gets 2 in a row of those, it will go to the next map we'll see in the series, and that is just a clean and simple one. Strafes it right into the goal, past anyone blocking this. Very traditional one, but very much effective. Gets there, and that is, yeah, potentially already the final position of the round here. Ball comes in, let's see what they can do with it. And flares onto the right here, onto H2 right in front of the goal. Tries to circle back around a bit. Goes higher, probably could have just scored, but anticipated some defenders, but setting up for that. Will still walk around once around the goal and back into the middle. Google there to dunk it right in. That's the first round going to the streets. Very well done. If you would have asked me ahead of time, blue team certainly did look a little bit better last week than their opponents, but any small thing can convert it around pretty quickly. Instead of seeing quick kickoff goals so far, though that hasn't quite happened yet. Sometimes you can expect those kickoff goals to happen very much, but the more commonly you throw them around, I guess the more prepared the opponents might be for this well in return. Right now, the red team certainly prepared as well. Sometimes just going for kills is the way to go, especially when defending just gets players out of the equation immediately. Speaking of immediately, it is technically instant respawns. Anyone who's played this game on instant respawn servers, of course, should be well aware. Instant respawn is, well, still a second or two, I guess, realistically. Very quick, of course, but it is still downtime where the opponent is just gone, and much like my key comparison point for people unaware of this game mode is in Rocket League, demolition's of course key to get just people out of your face for a little bit here as well. And in a situation like this, scramble in front of the goal, blue team more than happy to get a couple of kills here, get momentum going, and take the time they need here to get the ball across the left. H2 right there to score with the opening they had of getting a couple of kills. As for class lineups, haven't talked about it much as well. You have very few options in this game. You have an option of up to 3 soldiers, a medic, and a demo knight as your class choices. That's it. More isn't legal. Quick score for Aura Dunkers. Very simple one there. Works right away. So it isn't the most class variety you ever see. It is very much not about choosing the best options out of a wealth of them, but just doing the best with the classes that have the best mobility and creating the fastest game mode out of it. That was possible. And with the amounts of jumps and all that, and charges, I guess, as well, that you see. Ooh, that's a crash, actually. Just about goes down to any collision there. Pass around back to Wiethoofd in front of the goal. Gets a jump body blocked 3 times over by the spawners. Gets stopped. A big steal on the market garden. Fragger alone against 3. Unable to get it in. Doesn't matter which ball spot you're in. 3 against 1. Not great odds. Pass time, no exception. Blue team just trying to reset a little bit here. Google a bit weak. Rest of the team have enough to maybe start something, but need to get the jumps going across the map. We'll see the pass onto the left. Solar in the skybox. Has a soldier player on as well. Has too much time though before we get close to the goal. Just being a bit too high with that will cost some valuable time, and that's a crucial miss by the soldier. Flies right past the ball. Red team back to position Wiethoofd onto Fragger. Back in the middle, health not great, but the red team Wiethoofd have enough to get a couple wall jumps going here. Maybe set something up. Wants one more jump in front of the goal. The blockers are there. Back around. Fragger doesn't have the health to land, but it does not matter. We get it to Gibbous main. A very roundabout way to do that, but they realized just in time where everyone on blue team was going to be as they were about to throw the ball into the goal, and just adjusted every single time. Passed back around every opponent to get the score. And Aura Dunkers in the lead for the first time this match. Dribble off the wall there, and it's gonna work. Flares a little late on the defense. Very well done by Wiethoofd. These little dribbles you can do in this game are very important. Just bounce the ball off some collision here as he set up a jump and catch it right midair. Lets you solo set up a play that would otherwise be very much not happening. Makes the big pass through the left side. H2 catching it a little later, has to pass back around, but the rest of the team pushing up with it. Flares trying to get it in there. Google with another chance. They get the first kill, can't get the second one. Google just charging into the freighter with that last jump to get it before it gets back into red team's hands. Very well done. Alright, 2-3. Oradunker still in the lead here. Ball coming in to blue team's possession here and all the way to the goal, but it's not quite enough. Solar down, one more chance, misses once again. Last second here, H2 alone. Has to pass back or at least get it out of enemy hands for the time being. Just chuck it back to your spawners. Sometimes passing back, very much the way to go here to get it back into your own team's hands. Big throw from the left. Solar unable to get it in there as well. Pass back to middle, Gibbous main. Getting it with the air jump off the ball. A very small timing window to make that happen. But once it is just about close enough to you, it will magnetize to you. But you can still use it as a collision box for projectiles. Very, very small window there before you just shoot it away from yourself, but you know what you're doing, you can make very good value out of this one. On the flip side, what you saw just there, Vexotin a little early actually on the ball. Will just shoot it away from himself off that attempt at a slope jump there, will not surf anywhere with the ball. And it ends back in enemy hands here. Blue team a little slow with it, unfortunately. H2 weak, Solar misses a bit of a ramp slide, unfortunately. Have to reset a bit on the left side here, see what they can do, but the red team coming back in fierce, getting basically all the kills. Missed by Shima, Flare's not very healthy alone with the ball. Can't set up a good jump off that at all here, and there we go, off the right side. Vexotin not with a fancy jumpy back to Fragger, wants to reset, but the spawns are back. And we'll see what they can do with it here. Shima gets the first, gets the kill with that even as well, just about. Shield bash plus splash of the soldier will be the kill. 2 down on the blue for a second here. Shima going deep, pass a little late there, unfortunately. Does not catch a demo man. Soldier's trying to get there first on red. Not really winning the race too much. All the blue team already on the ball. Get back into possession. Very weak on blue. H2 going deep here. Gets the jump going with the ball anyway, but doesn't have much to play with though as the red team spawns. And at map point, or round point I should say, for the red team, it's slowing down a little bit against their favor. Streets given a bit of a chance here before the winning scoreline might be reached here. Dribble for H2, just needs some time and a bit of height to adjust. Solarlight uses that time to set up a bit of a strafe in the air. Does not quite work out. Back to Vexotin going high. Can't get past the defender. Red team not out of options yet, but the running Finn. Gibbous main goes down with that. Back to blue. Google first to the ball. Doesn't have much time. He needs to pass back around to H2, who will go down just in time. Can't throw it yet. Solar with another chance. Doesn't have the time. Passes back to Flares going high. The soldier barely gets there in time. Great save by Gibbous. Tries to just get back into resub first before the spawners in blue arrive. Sometimes going resub is all that matters. Here a little bit more health as the last few rockets fly in by blue. And then extra health is paying off. They're staying alive against desperate blue attackers here. And that's gonna do it. Get it across the field very quickly off that counter. That bit of extra health for the jumps certainly mattered. And Oradunkers tying up the first map. It is map point here. Best of 3 of course in a map, so this round will decide the map right away. We'll see what these two teams can deliver for us here. Ball comes in off kickoff, no quick pickup. H2 gets it, loses a teammate pretty quickly. We'll see if that's going to be enough here. Big charge by Solar, dies before he can receive. Still, the rest of the blue team still squaring up, trying to make the most of the momentum they have here. Blue team on the defense. They have them on the back with Google coming in. Tries to set up a bit of a dribble around the wall there. Pass back to H2, just trying to maneuver around the defenders here. It is not enough. Just passes the ball to the opponent. Sometimes just getting into the opponent's hand is maybe good enough to get a rocket in there, get the kill. Not quite the opening for that, unfortunately. But Solar with the steal. Soldiers coming in, getting there in time. And I cannot mention enough, good movement is the key to this game out here. Just small differences in position in front of the goal just means he can and cannot get to the ball in time on a shot on goal to block something. And you see catches like these in front of the net, it's just gonna be all that matters. Solar with a big charge there, gets a shot on goal. Red Soldier's there to save it. Just in time. What can we do with this one here? It looks like high pass in the sky, trying to get to the Vexotin. Steal by the soldier, and we're dead, but it doesn't matter. Google goes down before he can see the scoreline change, but it's a goal either way. Really nice stuff right there. Rocket's just a second late. And for any Eagle-Eyed viewers as well, you might have already noticed the Assault and the Demo Knight don't quite have the same amount of length of the pass or shot on the ball here. Class change does affect that quite a bit. Medic, notably, the only other legal class, of course, in competitive pastime, does have the longest passes, the biggest shots they can make of any of the legal classes here as well. That is one big upside to having Medic, alongside obviously more health going around for the rest of your team. Cuts you off of a lot of potential mobility, obviously, as well. You're bound to, you know, surfing damage, which sure many medics might pride themselves on, but the freedom that the other classes have in the movement obviously very, very valuable here as well. Still, you see medic often enough still in competitive pastime as well. Not necessarily a rare sight, but free soldiers, the demo man, certainly also maybe just the more common option just about. Anyway, quick round as well. 2-1. Streets on map point. Just a step ahead right now. Ball going all the way up and down here. Not in anyone's hand just yet. Google tries to get the first. H2 too weak to keep possession there. Red trying to steal. Gets out of their hands once again. Shiva really weak. Then Eva is Gibbsman in a much better position as well. Not looking for Red here. Maybe a quick counter possession for Streets, but it lands back with Gibbsman to Fragger. Vaxitin going high. It's not very fast, unfortunately. Maybe a chance to get it to Gibbsman, but it needs too long to get there. Gibbsman going down in enemy territory. And we're just trying to stall for some time here, get everyone in position where they want them to be, set up a better play here, but they're just staffed on heals. This is maybe a position where Medic would be nice, but maybe the spawners make all the difference. Shiva on the right to Gibbsman going high. Time to block is there, but not enough of it, it looks like. Sneaks it past two defenders. Tied at 2 apiece. And this first map's going down to the wire. Really nice stuff to keep it close here. Ball comes in. The RNG Spoken is going to H2's hands at the beginning for the kickoff. Blue pass into the middle. Google takes it. Does not live. Doesn't have time to pass either. Red back in possession here. Gibbsman with a little bit of a dribble here. And Solar with enough time to defend against that. Ooh, and the mid-air market garden. Quick conversion back to enemy territory, but don't have time off the wall dribble there. Soldier will go down. Back to Flares. Already fast on enemy territory here and has plenty time to get that in. Quick counters will get Streets back in the lead. Really, really nice stuff. Gotta be sometimes just going quick off a bit of momentum makes all the difference here. H2 with the attempt of the ball shot. Doesn't hit the best one, unfortunately, here. Slows things down a little bit, sets up for a wall, dribble a little bit here, but not much to play to. Just the rest of the blue team very busy trying to stay alive. The red team going for good damage on the house. Slows things down for blue, who have ball position the entire time, but can't do much with it. Needs to wait for another respawn wave here. H2 onto Solar, wastes his charge already. Needs to wait a little bit longer here onto H2 on the right, going high. Oh, tries to get up a little bit more distance here, maybe give himself a bit more stall time in the air past the defenders, but messes up a little bit here. Back to Red, Gibbsman trying to catch this. Not the best pass onto him, just pass it back around. Good pass, however, onto Vaxitin. Defenders all around him, try to get past him here, cannot do so. Not at first, at least. Maybe second try is the charm. Everyone's down. It's just Google trying to get it out of enemy hand. The dribble will not succeed. Last second clutch. It takes all too long. The spawns are there. And now health on Red just running thin. Pass to the right, onto the soldier, back to the demo man. No, stopped by Fragger. Across the field to Vaxitin, needs his teammates pretty bad, is pretty weak, can't do much with that. Google just got him cornered. Everyone will come back to help with that. That does mean no one's really in possession to pass too early. Gives blue team to set something up. Maybe even the stop in the air. Demo man misses. Rest of the blue team on the goal, however, will be there to defend it, but look at that, everyone's using all their health, the soldiers hitting every rocket on Red. And that should give them plenty of time, you'd think. But Flares gets the last guy in front of the goal just in time. Nice clutch where Google gets the kill, can pass right away onto the teammate H2. Trying to set something up from up high there. Ooh, messes up the bounce of the wall. Crucial miss, they were in such a good position, but just a small error on the mechanics on the ball will cost them dearly. Almost, in fact, it scores against them. Hits the side of the goal, will not go in. Couple crucial misplays here by each team. It's not quite enough. Still 2 rounds to score for blue, but that might be down to 1. Solar with the surf. Like I said, medics might be bound to surf, but everyone else certainly is still very happy to take a surf when they can. Speaking of medic, he flares with the medic switch as well. Late change up on the classes. Ooh, no choose against it here. Back to Soldier it is. Change their minds here, and maybe for the better as well. H2 off Soldier, quick towards enemy territory, left and right of the goal. Just makes sure that once the catch goes into his hands, he has a straight line to the goal and doesn't have to fall down on it. And that will do. Circular slopes this time around the goal here as well, and a much lower underside as well. We'll see how that works out for these two teams, what they have. We're going for a big kickoff plays early this game. I haven't seen many of them just now going for the ball early. Very much valid strategies for quick goals if the opponents are not defending it correctly around it. Not dissimilar to big fancy kickoff strategies in the likes of Rocket League as well. Big jump by Solar of that one, and will get it. With some help, I guess. Technically, it never landed in his hand. It just magnetized to the DuMmTm on that pass, and H2 getting credit for this one. As Solar does the heavy lifting to get the ball dragged his direction down into the goal. Really nice stuff there. You can know a lot about TF2 as you played in another game mode, but knowing how the ball works in this game mode is a whole new field of work for you to work around as well. Okay, Plas misses a pass there, tries to just get it going anyway. On to H2, waiting on top of the goal. And mind you, these aren't bugs, these are features. You can complain about wall bugs anywhere else you want, but these are left here because they figured it might be fun. And you know what? Someone's having fun. 2-0 for Streets Don't Know You. There's a stationary target on top of the goal. How hard can it be to hit him off that thing? But they're not catching it in time. H2 off the slope, trying to set up a nice little surf ramp thing, but needs to take it the long way around. Defenders not getting there in time. H2 with the second one this game. The ambitious play didn't work, but if you have the time for the simple stuff, then just get it right back in there. Big charge by Solar, beat them to the punch. And there you go. Gotta have your eyes in any map with an under area, which is most of them, mind you. The center under area is just prime territory for the moment to take charge early. Alright, let's see. What will this be here? Shima just misses onto his teammate, can get it back into his own hands. What will it be? Solar trying to set up to himself off the slope into the goal. And that is a quick game one on the second map. What was it? I think it was just H2 and Solar really just having some really good plays between the two of them. And it's going that quick when you know what you're doing. A very quick game. Now you might also have noticed there's technically a time limit. And sometimes it comes up when people just struggle scoring a bit in a game. More so, however, in lower level games where just everyone is slower across the map, obviously, as well. With games like this, rarely a problem, and especially not when your opponents just struggle catching these early plays off the middle by the DuMmTm in time. And I mean, I joked about it before, but very much unironically, these are two of the top 3 DuMmTms we have in Europe. Obviously, very important in this game to have a good DuMmT, and these two have even done it in another game other than this one as well, so shouldn't be coming too surprising. Ooh, big Solar that can't land with this one. He doesn't have the health. Tried once again to just somehow angle the magnetized ball back into the goal, but does not quite work out this time around. Alright, because it feels like cannot catch a break this map. It is just Streets Don't Know You. Full steam ahead the entire map here. Solar is still alive. But what's the red team to do with this here? Back in blue team's hands. The charge from blue just a bit faster here. H2 trying to get the ball jump going. Can't quite manage. Couple of kills with that in their hands here. Shima might get the ball. He doesn't. Oh, they both have charge. They're just playing chicken with it. Shima first to do it as he doesn't have the ball in hand. They're getting kills here. They're able to slow down the pace of game a little bit in their favor. Get possession back when they need it. Stop plays from happening on blue for a moment here and maybe finally get something going. Shima with the slide of the ramp all the way into the goal. We've seen Solar do similar. Will work out brilliantly here as well. Maybe this is the motivation change they need here. 1-1 this round. Very much still doable for them here this game. Not out of their hands just yet. Pass back. See what they can do with it. Solar's very busy over there. Vexatin really weak. Fragger still in hand here. Back to Shima. Maybe setting up for the Solar on the left. Both of them actually, in fact, is wall market garden, but Solar tanks it. 195. Just not quite enough onto full at that moment sometimes. And that's gonna do it through the middle, just about. Back in the lead for Ordankers. Got overwhelmed round 1. This second one looking a little bit better. Okay, there comes the ball. Shot out of blue team's hand, but still into their own part of the map here, into the corner and all the way back around. This is the best bounce they could have asked for on the red team. Still not in the hand, but very much waste all of the blue team's time trying to follow this. But they just struggle getting there in time. It's deep in their enemy territory. Blue team's getting the kills, and that gives them maybe the time they need to get there. No! Gibbous main with the steal just too far away to reach the ball into the goal of that. Shima misses the steal there as well. And big charge. And a caber jump by Solar, but once again, with that much speed, you hit any bit of landable collision that counts as ground, you will take a lot of fall damage. Ordankers on their own half, trying to set up here. Shima messing up the charge. Back to Gibbous main. Just passing out a little bit, trying to set up something here. Shima uses this time they have to go through resub once. Quick resub certainly very important sometimes when you still have the time for it. Shima still cannot hit the ramp slides we're looking for. Blue team kind of weak, but has some time here. H2 going high. Gets the pass, and the air shot will miss. Right down into the goal. Very nice stuff of Streets. Had the one chance here after Ordankers in possession for so long. Unable to really get something going. Early play from H2 off kickoff, gets stopped mid-air, tries to reset off another jump here. Can't quite manage to red team with some good damage. Stops him for quite a while, in fact. One down, one more than... oh, less than life even. Google with very low health has to waste some time resetting as well. Pass back onto Vexatin by the red team. Gets one more jump, no one in the goal, and that's gonna go right in. And with the shorter distance that the soldier has to throw over some of the other classes, you really do want to go high as much as you can when you're throwing. Just have gravity do half the heavy lifting for you to get the ball in the goal here. This is a good example why. Okay, gets to flares. Onto Google, gets the jump still. Back to flares and Fragger there to save it. Flares one more chance here and that's gonna do it. They stopped it once, they could not get them out of their own half.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
Oh yeah, for you people wondering, there is not many weapons legal. Like I said, there's about 6 weapons legal for Medic and Soldier and about 8 for Demo Man. This game mode is very much aiming to simplify the choice of things and just focus very much on the mechanics of it all. Similar with classes as well. This is all about the movement. And we're seeing people try their goddamn hardest, but Shima once again just maybe not quite as consistent as these ramp slides as the Demo and counterpart on the other side. Speaking of which, Solar with ball in hand in front of the goal tries to pass back to Google. Can't get it going here. Counter chance maybe. One more time back around. Solar gets it in front of the goal and that's gonna do it. And we'll have you covered with that here on KritzKast. I will scout down some good maps for us in the future, going into the last round of groups and into playoffs from here as well. And we'll catch you here on KritzKast. Make sure you catch us anywhere you can, be it on Twitch, YouTube, or Twitter. Follow wherever you can to catch the games live. We'll have more TF2 coming up as well, with ongoing Fortress seasons already, and soon to be more Highlander here on KritzKast as well. So whatever you might need, we got you covered. And with that, we'll catch you next time.